Welcome back to the Mental Health Minute. I'm Dr. Emily Mayfield, a licensed psychologist. Thank you for watching this video and being a part of the Mindset Therapy family. For today's video, I'm going to go over toxic positivity and how it can affect your mental health. But first, if you haven't already, please consider subscribing to my channel. I hope to create a community of subscribers that can share their own stories on mental health and mental health struggles to reduce the stigma of mental health. By subscribing to this channel, you'll receive information on all things mental health while connecting with others. Just be happy with what you have. At least you have your wonderful children and a spouse. My mother was sick and you have your health, so you should be thankful. Just stay positive and things will be okay. Have you ever heard those things or something similar when you were going through tough times? You have experienced a setback, loss, or other disappointment that you discussed with your friends and family, only to be told to stay positive and focus on the things you do have in your life because it could be worse. The ability to be resilient and bounce back from adversity is a great trait because it helps get you through those tough times you're no doubt going to encounter in your life. However, positivity during tough situations is not the same as resiliency. It's okay to be positive, but when the expectation is that you stay positive, then it can become toxic. Toxic positivity is the expectation that despite something negative happening and the presence of negative emotions, someone should stay positive. This can occur through someone stating you shouldn't be angry, upset, frustrated, or any other negative emotion when you're trying to talk to them. Toxic positivity can also occur when someone tells you to stay positive or focus on the good things in your life. Toxic positivity is toxic because it invalidates the thoughts and feelings of the person who is going through a difficult time. If they are upset with their situation and someone tells them they shouldn't be upset or to focus on the positive, that person is invalidating their emotional experience. They're telling them indirectly that they shouldn't be upset about what they are going through. When someone tells you to be positive when you're struggling, the underlying belief is that negative emotions are bad and must be traded for positive emotions as quick as possible. To experience negative emotions suggests you are doing something wrong, and change in your life will come only if you can experience positive emotions. Of course, negative emotions that affect your life outside of the initial stressor or for a prolonged period are unhelpful. However, the experience of negative emotions when faced with a negative situation is completely normal and appropriate. Your emotional response should match the situation, and negative emotions are sometimes the correct match for the situation. To turn to positive emotions would be unhealthy and doesn't allow you to process what's happened. If someone is telling you to be positive when you feel negative, this can also lead to you feeling more negative about your negative emotions. Not only are you upset with the initial issue, now you're upset with your response to the initial issue and how you should have responded differently. The focus on the negative situation has now turned away from that and onto how your response was wrong and you need to change it. We have all had negative events happen in our life, and we know what that feels like. So why would people want to distract you from your negative thoughts and feelings and try to pull you to the positive side? There are some people who are just trying to be helpful and don't know what else to say. The positive statements seem to be the best choice. They're well-intentioned in their efforts, despite it falling flat in its intent. However, there are others that just can't handle being around negative emotions. The negative emotion is someone else makes them uncomfortable, so they try to change the mood by focusing on something positive. The turn to something positive is usually about them and not you. Talking about negative emotions is hard and uncomfortable. If they can discuss positive emotions instead, then they don't have to experience their own negative emotions. Positivity isn't a bad thing. Going around viewing your world in a positive light is a good thing, and it helps protect your overall mental health. However, positivity can be toxic when it works to invalidate someone's emotional experiences by not listening to them or by telling them they should feel an emotion that is not negative. Talking about the negative moods with someone is hard and scary, but sometimes that's what's needed to help the person feel validated in their experiences and feel heard when they talk to you. There is a time and place to be positive, but that time and place is not usually in response to someone discussing a setback, loss, or other form of disappointment. Comment below on situations you've been in where someone was well-meaning, but instead was showing toxic positivity. Also, if you enjoyed the content of this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button to be a part of the Mindset Therapy family. I look forward to seeing you at the next video.